Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, obviously, Unai Emery is our new manager. We can finally put the speculation of who our next manager is gonna be, whether it's gonna be, well, you've seen all the names we were linked with. Unai Emery at the end of the day, so we've got to get behind him. The next topic now is that he's the manager. Is what is he going to actually do? We know what he needs to improve, but how do we actually go about it? What's actually going to happen? I'd like to speak about his transfer activity. I don't really want to speak in regards too tough about Seville, if I'm honest. There was some good, like, not that I'm discrediting the work there in any suggestion, but he signed Vitolo, Bakar, Gomero, Albora, Kakovic, and there's many other players, and Zonzi, I'm sure. Who else? Couple others. Moreno, the fullback, he's gone off the ball a bit now, but a couple of years ago he was doing bits, and they signed him from Bordeaux, I believe. Benega, probably on what's it? Uno Emery and Benega go together probably like cheese and like cheese and bun. To be fair with you, but he's there. Escudero as well. And players like that, and all them wavy Seville players. Obviously improved Reyes as well. So, but the reason I don't really want to mention that or focus on Seville is not that I'm knocking that, because it was great work together with the director of football, because he's going to be under similar conditions at Arsenal with Mislintat and Sanye. But as far as I know, I don't know, forgive me if I'm wrong, I don't know if there was a director of football when he was at Almeria and all of these clubs there, but I wanted to look at them sort of signings he signed, and I'm not going to sit here and reel them off, but I just wanted to try and get an eye as to the signings he signs. Did they bang? Did they bang? Like Wenger, maybe not now, but you know, he had the eye, and a couple other managers got the eye and things like that. Like, did they bang? So I looked at the first one that I stood up and took notice, and he wasn't a world-class player, but Filippo Melo. He had him for a year at Almeria, and then he went on to do bigger things at Fiorentina, and then he ended up at Juventus for a second, I'm so sure. Went off to play in Galatasaray and all of them sort of things there. That was a decent signing. Negredo, those of you that remember him, the Spanish striker, he took him from Barcelona B. He started banging him for Almeria, I believe. In, don't quote me, but he had 70 odd appearances, 30 odd goals or something like that. A decent record. Don't quote me for the numbers. And then Real Madrid, I believe, bought him back, had a buyback clause. There's nothing they could do. Diego Alvarez, the keeper, again, might not be no world-class talent, but a fairly decent shot stopper and penalty saver and things like that. 2007 and them clubs and them years there, pardon me, the likes of Madrid were after him. So in short, like, obviously his transfer market thing is decent. Like, obviously, because he's Spanish, the first thing we're going to say is similar to how Wenger is French. How do we utilise the Spanish market? Because we've seen some guys go Spain and return with some sick players, Laporte, Bailly. We returned with Gabriel. Gabriel, no disrespect to him, to be fair. I mean, what was the last player off the top of my head that... Mesut Ozil, I'm lying to you guys, man, my guy. But basically, since we've been going La Liga, and definitely since we've been signing La Liga centre-backs of recent years, it hasn't looked well for us. Mustafi, Scalacci, Gabriel, sadly, no disrespect, I like him as a person, to be fair, it was funny. But, yeah, it hasn't been much joy. So if we could utilise that, to be fair, just here and there, it would be nice to see. Obviously, I've said, and Zonzi as well, he enhanced his rep, and he's gone on to be recognised for France. But people weren't really rating Zonzi like that when he was at Blackburn. Funny enough, Wenger wanted him there. But you get me. And there's obviously other players here and there, and those who not know more. So I do feel encouraged by how he approaches the transfer market, because I looked at the prices, and there's no point me talking about 2 million here and there, but it was fairly decent prices. I always say, scouts do your job. Now, it's Mislintat and all the other 100,000 scouts that are employed by the club in some capacity have to do their job. But if a manager has an eye, it's good. We see some managers sign duds. Some managers are good managers, but they just sign crap players. I know it doesn't make sense, people. Yeah, man. Almeria did his thing. For Seville, I didn't want to focus on that, but he did his thing. Moscow, he didn't have a good spell. He signed Karlstrom, I believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Or Karlstrom was at the club when he was at. I mean, Arsenal signed him at a point, so it was a match made in heaven from that moment. To be fair, Romulo, if those of you remember, the fairly decent Brazilian midfielder that's gone off the ball in recent years. I don't know where he's playing now, but he was chased by big clubs, and he got him from when he was playing in his native Brazil, and he got him to Sparta at Moscow. So he does have a decent eye. Valencia, obviously at a point he had Adarus, who went on to get a Spanish cap. Soldado, obviously he got sold to Spurs. Rami was once upon a time a decent centre half. Obviously he's gone a bit tired now. I'm so sure he signed Lo Celso, who he's always bringing off the bench for PSG. I must say I like that player, man. And if you ever want to come Arsenal, I've said it before in the video, you guys, I never lie to you. You can go and check my videos, those of you that watch them enough. I'll take him, to be fair with you. So yeah, well, a couple of the signings, I don't want to list them all. A couple looked a bit rubbed and didn't really fill me with confidence. He's got a decent eye, and obviously we're Arsenal. We ain't, if we really got 50 million or just a bit more, just a bit less, give or take, or whatever the actual fee is, we might have that money in the bank, but actual money available for transfers is a different story. I can't see us spending mad peas for players. Like I remember, like we can't. Like we went out and grabbed those for 40 odd. Alexis was a big money signing per se at